Aw. I like how it takes a moment for me to load in. So for a little bit, I'm just a ghost. I'm just a ghost that you do not see. Hi, everyone. How are you? Berserker, thank you for the coven offering. I appreciate you. Pagan person, thank you for the coven offering. I appreciate you. Ninja, thank you for the coven offering. Appreciate you, appreciate you. Well, would you look at that? Stream Elements actually got the title correct today. Well. Oh, that may just be because it's the same as last time. So we shall see. Funky, good evening. Thank you for the coven offering. I appreciate you. Hi, how you doing, Funky? Right on time. Precisely, Sammy. Precisely. You are incorrect, Berserker. Incorrect. How are you guys doing? I hope that you guys are well. I know that some of you guys have been having a bit of a couple of tough days. I get that, I get that. Kitty, thank you for the coven offering. I appreciate you. Hi. Hello, Jose. Hello. Thank you for the lurk, Pagan. Thank you. Hi, Charo. How you doing, Charo? We're gamblers. You are gamblers. Indeed. Indeed, you are. Oh, my little gamblers. In this little... I run a casino now. What can I say? How is people? No, Funky. I appreciate you. You doing well? Just exams week? Oh, I definitely do not miss exams. I'm doing alright. I've been looking forward to this today. I think I mentioned that it was a strangely calm day. And it's made me a little bit nervous for the rest of the week because I'm like, well, this is a little suspicious. No one's demanding things. No bombardment of emails. Oh no. Oh no. It's like the calm before the storm, but hey, I will take my day. I will take my day. I have been nothing but have bad days. Oh, Charo. Pat, there. Good evening, miss. Hi, Jabber. Or do you prefer banana? Why are you a banana, by the way? Curious. Lovely to meet you. Magician, Sammy, and Ghost talk highly. The boys talk highly of me. Chismosos. Hello, lovely Ray. Hi, Bacon Ham Lincoln. Is a friend of mine. I look forward to seeing what kind of streams you'll cook up. Well, welcome on in, Jabber. You followed off screen, but I'll still give you a thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on into the coven. We do bite. Welcome. Today you've come in on a chill, yapping ASMR stream. Tomorrow we are going to be doing some more cyberpunk. So you can look forward to that. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Todo bien? Todo bien, José. Un día fácil, por fin. Pero les estaba diciendo de que me pone sospechosa cuando tengo un día fácil. Cuando el trabajo está fácil, me hace pensar que algo va a venir bien pronto. Have you tried not having them? Wise Funky. Also, if you are not subscribed, ads will be starting soon. Ads are starting soon. If you can survive the night. Oh my love. How are you doing, lovely Ray? Bananas are just the funniest fruit in my eyes. Understandable. Understandable. Also, I did get you can hear, but there is a train. There is a train that passed by in the distance. I don't know if it was so loud that you could hear. I myself am not particularly partial to bananas. I don't really like the way that they taste. Unless in smoothies. In smoothies, bananas are delicious. Bananas are delicious. We're simply admiring you all the time. Why, thank you, Sammy, as I admire the bats. Blame Ray. Aww. Also, Ray, your little crying emo is so cute. How did Ray do this time? I don't know anymore. Oh, what did Ray do? Yeah, Ray doesn't even know. Ray's perpetually facing the blame Ray. How's it going? It's going nice and chill and calm, Bacon. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well too. Pero, ¿por qué hay un motivo por qué estuvo fácil en la chamba? Oh, also, must remember, open up the water bottle. Okay, successfully did so without hurting anyone's ears. And I almost spilled it. Also, I did that for you. Perfect timing, Berserker. Thank you so much for the hydrate and the pasta check. Everyone make sure that you have some water, some agüita, take care of your spines, and shrimp. ¿Por qué hay un motivo por qué estuvo fácil en la chamba? No, no estuvo motivo. De veras no sé por qué el día estuvo tan fácil. Por eso es que me asusta. Me asusta cuando no sé por qué estaba tan fácil el día. Nadie me llamó texto o email de mi trabajo y eso me hace nerviosa. My life is cursed, so I'm perpetually used to never-ending bad days. Oh, I'm sorry for those of you that have been having a rough time. I know how it be. I do know how it be. Tummy's upset, but that was my day. Pats for chat. Pats for chat. And besitos too. To feel better. Would you look at that? A bunch of enabling gamblers. If you could pick a theme for a con, what would you choose? Hello, Golden Dino. Aww. Chat has been good. Killjoy. Lovely Killjoy. How are you doing, Killjoy? I hope you're well. I hope you're doing well, Killjoy. Welcome, welcome. At this point, I have to just accept my fate. I think so, Ray. I think so. But let's see. If I could pick a con theme, what would I choose? I mean, obviously a Halloween con, but I don't know if those already exist. Halloween con, witchy con, tarot con, because I have a bit of an obsession. Hi, Phantom. My day's been good. How's your day been? Welcome on in, first time chatter. Buddy, you must partake in the gamba. Enablers. You would think that my chatters work for the casino. Although since you are part of the coven, I suppose you kind of do. I guess you do kind of work for for the casino. I'm alive. That's a mood and a half. That is a mood. I'm alive. I'm only half alive, so that's how I've been. But I'm glad to see you, Killjoy. What about one for the Saw movies? I don't particularly care about the Saw movies, actually. Like, I don't feel, one way or the other about them. They're not really a fandom that I ever got into. But I wouldn't say no. Although the only reason I didn't say that is because I feel like, aren't there already, like, horror cons? So that kind of applies. Also, Ray, thank you for the head pat. Cutie. Oh, really, Charo? Tough time. Oh, you're recovering from COVID, Phantom. Good grief. I hope you feel better. Feel better. Please do. I hope everyone that's been going through a tough time feels better. It's been. I was doing good there for a bit. And then I had like a day that was just like a little bit touch and go, a little difficult. So I understand. But I hope the bats always feel better. Drink a lot of water, get good rest. It sounds like a broken record, but it does work wonders. Take it from someone who has had not just bad days. I've had bad years, y'all. I had bad years under my belt, so do not underestimate the power of a good meal, a good drink of water, stay hydrated, and a good night's sleep. And also, don't make any major decisions at night. Wait for the sun to rise. Everything feels a lot worse at night, in the dark, alone. Oh, Berserker. Yeah, see, like I said, been there. You'll get there, but it just, my god, does it take time sometimes. My goodness, does it take time to get out of the mud sometimes. Really, really does. Y'all ever been to SawCon? Is that a thing, Sammy? SawCon, is that actually a thing? I've never heard of it. Yeah, pats. Yeah, keep it going. Fourth or fifth time, you say? Ugh, so sorry, Phantom. So, chronic pain is definitely different. I had that for a while, but luckily for me it was linked to some other health issues I had that I was able to take care of a couple years back. But I've been there. It's difficult. You gotta give yourself grace. Suck on these nuts. How's the saying? What doesn't kill you gives you a wicked sense of humor. Or I think the saying goes, what doesn't kill you gives you a fucked up sense of humor. Relatable. The alone part was an important distinction. I'm sure you understand as well, Funky. Silicon D's nuts. Is that gonna be your guys' new motto? Ander, see you. I hope I said that right. Or Sue. But Ander. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on into the coven. We do bite. Welcome. Lovely to have you. Everyone's now saying Sawcon. Oh, my dear. A triple effort joke. That it was. It was. You guys really worked together for that one. I came in to say hello and have a nice stream. Alrighty, Killjoy. Bye. Sweet dreams. Good night. What's the Honda minivan called? I don't know. Don't ask me anything about cars. Even as a joke, I probably will have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Hello, Ander. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Am I Latina? By the hashtag? No, I lie. I am very, very much so Latina. A very Latina streamer. Turdy. Funny username. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on into the coven. We do bind. Welcome, welcome. So, everything that doesn't kill me is just a and just a tease. I'm really berserker, just a little tease. We had to make you ask what is Sawcon somehow. We all planned this, really. Well, I need to like read how that conversation went. Of you guys gathering around being like, oh my god, oh my god. So one of you ask her about Khan. You guys are too silly. Too silly. I think it's too late to turn off the brain rot, unfortunately. The Honda Odyssey. At this point, do you have a book? Do you have a book on these nuts jokes? Enjoy the emotes, Ander. Oh, no worries, Charo. Sweet dreams. Take care of yourself. Take care, take care. I hope you feel better and rest up. Have a good rest. You should be banned for such an awful joke. I found it in Lost Ark. Berserker. Thank you for the posture check. Everyone unshrimp. Take care of your spines and make sure that you're alright. Good night, Phantom. Thank you, thank you. Sweet dreams. Unfind it, because that's just bad. It was not planned, we just had to add to the fire. I see. You all magically share a brain cell. I see. Also, Berserker, thank you for the hydrate. Everyone take a sip of water. Take care of yourselves, always. Stay edging. So, I have a random thought. You know how you put O7 to salute? There is no way in my eyes that the O7 looks like a salute though. Like I know abstract wise why it's like a little salute. I just don't see it though. I just don't see it. I was like, no, yeah, I just don't see it. I don't know, my brain is like, nah, it's gotta be something else. It's gotta. It just does my eyes just refuse to see it. All these nuts are just brain rot. I can tell, Bacon Ham Lincoln. I can tell. Yeah, like Sammy, I can understand that. Abstract wise. I see the vision. It's not very convincing to me. I don't know why. Does that mean you don't know what the 710 cab in your car's engine does? Monkey, I do not drive, remember? So I have no idea what you are even talking about. Not a single idea. Oh, a fellow hitchhiker. Neat. Oh, yes. I do not drive, Jabber. I do not drive. Nay, nay. Not at all. That's right, passenger princess. Precisely. Precisely. That is my point. Exactly. It's a meme-tic anomaly. What's next? Blinker fluid. I can drive, but I don't like doing it. I've said before that it's for everyone's safety. It's for my safety, and it's for the safety of everyone on the road. I am a hazard. I am a hazard to myself and to everyone around me. So I have removed said hazard from the road. She is a passenger princess, 1000%. More like passenger chihuahua. Hey, I love chihuahuas, okay? Call me a teacup chihuahua. Oh my god, do you guys remember that one, what's it called? Beverly Hills Chihuahua? Do you guys remember that movie? Oh my god, I'm that little spoiled white chihuahua. And that's me. Put me in a bolsa and just carry me around in it. That's it. That's me. That's all I want in life. I've always been a driver. I cannot be passenger on a motorcycle. It feels weird. I bet it does. Sus. How are you doing, Sus? Thank you for the coven offering. I appreciate you. Welcome, welcome. Lovely to see you here. Hi, hi. I've got a license, but I live in the mythical, walkable city. Oh, I envy you, Jaber. I envy you so much. Is it Jaber or Jabber? Probably Jabber, I'm assuming. Oh, I envy you so badly. That's also something else I want in life. Work, the grocery store, even restaurants, and the barber are a 7-minute walk from my place. So nice. Jabber. Nice. You remember it? I wish I didn't. No, I have not. Another movie night idea. Jabber as in a Jabberwocky. I assumed so. With with Gorge Lopez. George Lopez, yes. I'm not putting you in anything. How can I show you off otherwise? This is true, Funky. You make an excellent point. Piggyback rides, it is. Every city is walkable if you're not lazy. Well, if you're not lazy, and if you're over 6 foot tall, and no one is even gonna glance your way to mess with you. I'm a very tiny lady. I should not be walking around in certain places. He's a banana that has the name of a dragon. Oh my god. Oh. I'm gonna rename you guys Bat Nuts or something. We're gonna need to get a D's Nuts or Nut emo at some point. I feel like it has to happen now. I really do feel like it has to happen. Nuts? Sweet dreams, lovely Ray, if you do fall asleep. Mwah. That does remind me, if you need movie idea recommend Rex, please don't hesitate to hit me up or ask for ideas. Jabber, we do have a blockbuster. Recommend away. And we have our first movie night this Saturday. Well, no, our second movie night, but our first movie night has been voted on. 9 millimeter hollow point in the pelvic bowl would be a great way to just keep walking. I do wish. Bat nuts. We need one. We need one. A peanut emote. A blockbuster. We do. I've ensured that we have preserved a blockbuster for future generations. I miss that place. It was a vibe. It was a vibe. For those of you that have never set foot into a blockbuster, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It was a very, very nice place. Quite the time, quite the time. You go in, rent a movie, get some snacks. I intend to be there. Lovely. Yeah, Rush Hour. It's one of my favorite films. We have acquired the cinematism. We just need to get that mythical traintism. True. Oddly enough, we don't have anyone yet with the traintism. Eventually. At this point, we are collecting our tisms like Pokemon. All but one bacon, I believe. All but one. Oh, have a wonderful rest, Ray. No worries, Berserker. Take care of yourself. Yes, try to rest, close your eyes. You don't have to be chatting. You can lurk, do whatever you need to do in order to take care of yourself. That's more important. Much more important. Take deep breaths. Don't underestimate that power either. In and out. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Deep, slow breath. I hope you can rest for your early wake up tomorrow, Ray. I have yet to be able to wake up early. We have to watch Rebo, a genetic opera, in October. That one, and what's another one that I was thinking of that's also great for October? Honestly, we have a lot of good options, truly, for October. Starship Troopers. Never. Blame Ray for not sleeping. The hashtag grows. The hashtag grows. I will accept that hashtag. It's one of my faves. Starship Troopers. Really? I don't think I've watched that one. Ouija in October. I also have not watched that. Wait, I'm curious about... Let me look this up. Starship Troopers. Oh my god, wait, I have like a vague recollection of that. It looks ridiculous. It looks like a fun time though. I recognize one of the actresses. Yeah, remember to put all of your recs in the blockbuster. Funny how I have to wake up before the crack of dawn, even though I'm not a morning person. Neither am I. Ray, I cannot stand early mornings. Not at all. Are you afraid of bugs? Hmm. I'm not, like, quite afraid of them. They just really creep me out. Actually, more precisely, I should say, I'm scared of bug eggs. That. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Bugs themselves just give me the heebie-jeebies. They're creepy crawly, I just don't like them. No. No. Ladybugs are okay though. And beetles. Like, I have exceptions, you know? Beetles are okay. Young beetles are fucking hilarious. I do think those little guys are really funny. Siri, Siri, lovely Siri, hi. What else? Butterflies, obviously, although that's technically an insect. Caterpillars are fine. Even worms. I'm kind of okay with worms. Those are okay. Depends on the bug. Only the first one. Nope, the two other Starship Troopers don't exist. Valid. I keep confusing Ray and Jabber. Both y'all have pink names. Oh, really? That happened to me once. I forget who it was that I once kept saying goodnight to a chatter because their name was like the same shade of green as someone else's. I kept getting very confused. Okay, the first Starship Trooper is a classic. Great film, can't say I watched it. Spooky season is best season. Pepto Bismol enjoyer, welcome back. The legendary nickname that you have. Howdy, howdy. Spooky season is the best season. I do love it so much. It makes me happy. Once, honestly, once we hit September, so like right now, I'm like, it's already spooky season. It counts. It counts. Sounds like my ex went with the heebie-jeebies. I had to deliver morning coffee to her nightstand, like I was feeding lions at the zoo. Because she wasn't a morning person. Really? See, I would find that very endearing though. Like, I'm not a morning person, so you bring me coffee to help me. That's pretty fucking kind in my book. But then again, that's one of my things. I like, little acts like that are quite cute. Young beetles took eat shit way too literally. But they're cute and funny. I know people who can't stand worms. Yeah, and I don't mind them. Pink is my favorite color. I can't quit the aesthetic. I do enjoy pink. Particularly as an accent color. I really like pink as an accent color. I have to... Nummy? Ah, Sammy. I understand. Thank you for your coven offering. I do appreciate you. Thank you, Sammy. Accent is a base choice, and more foreign art films are always my taste. I do enjoy a good indie film, also. If you are not subscribed, ads will be starting soon. So fair warning. It's already Christmas season in the Philippines. Oh, don't get me started on that. Don't get me started on that. I've seen some people low-key being like getting stuff ready to advertise for Valentine's Day, and I just cannot cope. I'm like, listen, I need time to process. I need time to process this. Spooky season started for me last month. I envy that. I envy that. It's just way too hot where I live. I couldn't get into the mood. Could not get into the mood. She was violently anti-morning. Oof. Oof. I actually, strangely enough, early in the mornings, I feel ill. If I get up too early, I feel really, really, really ill. I feel really bad. But that's about it. That's why she's the ex now. I do understand, Funky. I comprehend. There's like 5 holidays before Valentine's. Tell that to them, Funky. Tell that to them. I honestly cannot cope with that. Shopping centers already have Christmas decorations. Funny thing is, the local government still hasn't torn down their Christmas decorations since last year. So they just kept it up. That's kind of funny. Congratulations, Siri. Sweet dreams, sweet dreams. Good night, good night. Rest well. They might just turn those on instead of setting up new ones. Probably, Sammy. Actually, we have some neighbors near us who do the same thing. They just left their they just left night Siri. Hopefully you cannot hear the train in the distance. I don't think you can. Just in case. Just in case. But yeah, we have some neighbors who have not taken down their lights. I think it's been years, I'm gonna be honest. I think they've had their lights up for years. Honestly, props. I'd honestly probably be the same way. It's so loud around me, I can't hear the train. I guess that's a good thing, eh, Sammy? Oh, it's still hot for me, but I love it. Wait until it gets colder, and I'll be more into the spirit, even though I'm a kitty cat heart. I'm the same way. I cannot wait. I once I get into the mood for spooky season, I pop out the pumpkin mug, my little actually I have a pretty giant orange and white mug that I think says hello pumpkin or something. Bust that bad boy out. I still can't drink hot coffee though. It's too hot for hot coffee. Very sad. Very, very sad. But I pull out my Halloween mugs and crack out the welcome back set. Oh, I get all of my movies out to watch, to binge watch all of my favorite spooky movies. There's an old episode of blanking on it. There's an old episode of The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody that I love. It's Halloween. Where they go to a haunted hotel room. And I forget what the hotel's called in that show. The Tipton? Mr. Nice Guy. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on into the coven. We do bite. Welcome, welcome. This is when I realize I can't spell for my dear life of my name. No worries, Ray. No worries. For me, it's not an issue of spelling. I've noticed that I've gotten really bad at typing on my phone keyboard. I feel like I get fast thumbs, and then I always end up missing the correct letter, and then by the time I get to the end of the sentence, I've made a jumbled up mess. Thank you, Mr. Nice Guy. Welcome, welcome. Lovely to have you. Time for the games to release spooky cosmetics. I look forward for this for this year. Last year they gave us a pumpkin themed. I do love pumpkins, obviously. Obviously. I know you probably could not have guessed that I enjoy pumpkins. I know. Shocking revelations today. Truly some shocking revelations today. I like pumpkins, who would have thought? As thumbs, this is why you need more funky in your life. Funky thumbs are accurate thumbs, indeed. Yeah, my thumbs I really do feel I've gotten worse. Genuinely. Glad to be here, glad to have you. Yes, I would text with a M all the time. I think that was an excellent demonstration, sus. I love pumpkins, me too. Pumpkin pie, delicious. Camera, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the comment offering, I appreciate you. Hope you're having a good one. Oh, I do enjoy when they bring out the pumpkin pie. Do you guys have, for those of you that have it, the Costco pumpkin pie? Delicious. Next, you're gonna say you like Halloween. Would you believe me if I told you that I do? Would you believe me if I told you that Halloween is my favorite holiday? I know. I know. How will we ever cope with all of this information you're receiving? How will we possibly digest all of this new information? Lore alert. I don't even realize I made mistakes until other people read it because it looks accurate to me. Yeah, sometimes it does. That is the worst when it's annoying when I reread it and then I, delete and go back and fix it. But it's worse once I've already sent it and then I realize it. I want to carve pumpkins. I don't think I carved a pumpkin last year. I think I did it the year before that. Maybe this year I'll do it again. I make a very nice carved pumpkin. I'm quite good. Quite good. The sentences are coded precisely. I am unfortunately Costco-less, homemade for me, but still yummy. Hi, Joe. It's the Jackie Simp. The Jackie Simps. Plural. We are all fans of Jackie here. All fans of Jackie. Oh, well, we're happy to have you, Chadro. Hope you feel better. Hope we can distract you adequately. I'm just divulging all my secrets to chat. I have revealed to them that I enjoy pumpkins, pumpkin pie, and Halloween. Truly blowing everyone's minds, I'm sure. That's your guy's problem. After I tried very hard, I'm not fixing it. I respect that, Ray. You two can carve, I'll cook what's left. Excellent plan, Funky. Excellent plan. Yeah, it is sad if we end up wasting what's inside the pumpkin. You should totally carve a pumpkin sometime, Chowder. It's quite fun. Quite fun, and you can make something pretty silly. Baked pumpkin seeds are delicious. That they are. I'ma blow up a pumpkin. That is also fun. When Isn't it also around spooky season? Don't they do like those pumpkin launching competitions or something? I forget what they're called, but those are funny. Just a bunch of pumpkins going splat. Pumpkin carving stream when? Oh my goodness. One day, actually, that would be fun. One day, when I have more of a private space, that would be really, really fun to do a couple of IRL things. That'd be hilarious. Yeah, there's like a pumpkin launching thing. They do pumpkin squash launching. I forget what it's called. You can probably find it on the tube. On the YouTube. Unless you have a hidden talent I don't know about. I've never heard of that. Yeah, you can probably find it on the good old YouTube. Actually, what was it? I think it was originally, was it turnips? Because we parp? We parp. Words, chat. Words. I don't even know where that one came from. Parp. Parp instead of, carve. I don't even know where that came from. Also, Ninja, thank you for the hydrate. Everyone take a sip of water, take care of yourselves. Words are hard. We parp, indeed we do. Parp, a new word, coined. Pumpkin trebuchet, yes. Yes, pumpkin trebuchet. That's exactly it. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny to watch. Next stream, before we get into the game, or maybe in the middle of the game, I can pull up YouTube real quick and show. I don't want to do it right now because I don't want to risk the noise, but yes. Dot. Dot dot. But what I was saying is, originally, we did not carve pumpkins. Originally, I think it was turnips. I think it was turnips. Which always confused me because turnips are quite small. Yeah, fun fact, it was originally turnips. And we are going to be reading a myth today, but speaking of myths, they did say that the reason they carved them was originally to frighten away monsters and evil spirits, which is quite cool. It's quite cool. And it's extra funny now because some people make their pumpkins look cute nowadays, which kind of defeats the purpose. I believe those competitions ran on the Discovery Channel a few times, called Pumpkin Chunkin' or something. I think so too, I vaguely remember that, sus. Sweet dreams, loveliest Ray. Good night, good night. Yep. You make a very good point, Funky. Back then, pumpkins would have been the same size as squash. Excellent point, excellent point. I did not think of that. You forget how genetically modified our food is today. We do forget how genetically modified it is. And then you randomly remember, such as in these cases. It's turnips and other root vegetables. Correct. Correct. It only scares plant spirits, if anything. Mayhaps, mayhaps. It's also funny to think that the original reason that people dressed in scary masks and stuff was so that they could also hide from the evil spirits that would roam around Halloween time. Because Halloween is originally based around the idea of the time of the year where the veil thins and there are monsters and goats. Hashtag monsters and goats. I'm dying. Good night, Ray. Trying not to blow everyone's ears off with a loud ass laugh. Because that was ridiculous. Oh. Monsters and goats. Those damn spooky goats. Not the scary goats, truly, kitty. Truly the most frightening of things. Scary goats. On All Hallows Eve. Technically, I'm not completely far off because in a lot of myths, or not myths, depending on what you believe, the devil is represented by a goat. So technically, not entirely incorrect. Right, sus. The damn spooky goat. Now people dress like superheroes. That they do. Goats can be real creepy sometimes, truly. I will not try to be so funny. I will try not to be so funny. Lovey. How are you doing, lovely? Imagine scary goat noises in the dark with the meh sound. No, but that would actually scare the shit out of me, I'm not even gonna lie. I would genuinely be scared. I had a goat as a pet. Those bastards could plan stuff to jump scare you. Oh, I'm sure. Goats are hilariously mischievous. The big D is the goat. This is true. This is very true. Very, very true. There's also a lot of art. A lot of old art that you can find that has the goat representing the devil. Very nice art too, but yeah. So technically I was not entirely incorrect with that little muck up. But monsters and ghosts, yes, technically. Monsters and ghosts. Although, I think technically, because the idea with the dressing up with masks was that supposedly the monsters wouldn't recognize you as not one of them, and so they wouldn't follow you home. But would that still apply, hypothetically, if you dressed up as a superhero? Because you're technically still looking different. But you don't look like a monster, so probably not. I'll try to be even funnier. Screw our ears. I mean, 91-degree walls. This is true. They're very rambunctious little guys. I've been watching some clips actually from Maya Higa. She owns a sanctuary, I believe. She has several goats on the sanctuary. My goodness, they are so mischievous. They're so naughty. They're so naughty. They're like big naughty dogs. That's how they behave. I thought it was so ugly kids could get candy too. That as well. That as well. Actually, funky. I think that the origins of Halloween as we know them today, with trick-or-treating, I think that one of the theories, or how it became what it became, is there was a specific town, I forget when, but there was a specific town that was having trouble with the kids in their suburbs, and the kids were just like being a menace to society, getting in trouble, breaking the law, and so the parents got together and were like, okay, can we give these kids like an activity, something? I don't know. And I think that they like a bunch of the adults came together then to like organize trick-or-treating. And from there it kind of became what we know of today. I don't know how factually correct that is though. I was not paying attention, I just heard Big D and made me look it made me look twice and read the chat for context. Chat will do that. Chat will do that, won't it? Unless your face is being covered up by a mask. Example Batman. I think so, Kitty. I think so. The devil, Satan, Lucifer, the big D. Maya is great. Her cow has learned to moo at the camera, so chat will give her treats. I did see that, Funky. It was so cute. The cow went viral because not only did she learn to moo, it was such an angry moo. I was like, this cow. it just seemed so mad, so obsessed. It was a moo of indignation. It was a moo that said, I can't believe no one has donated to my treat fund. Oh, how dare society. That's what it was like. Breaking the law, breaking the law. Pretty much. Also, today's... Where's my mouse? There she is. There she is. Today, our topic of discussion, in particular, is La Llorona. Oh yes, everyone's favorite lady. Everyone's favorite woman. What can I say? She's infamous. There's who? Oh, La Llorona. Weeping woman of the Southwest. Yeah. You know her, some of you love her, some of you fear her, some of you want to wipe her up. What can I say? What can I say? Your favorite story, really, Kitty? Really? I never thought much about La Llorona, actually. She is someone that I heard of a little bit when I was younger. And some people are into anything, I suppose. Indeed. And La Llorona, I don't know if maybe it was because my family wasn't all that superstitious. They never really talked about her very much. And I also have a theory about La Llorona that she was mostly a tale that people thought of to discourage people from going out at night near large bodies of water. Because that was like her thing. And like the main warning would be, don't wander off at night or else La Llorona is going to get you. So I've always had a thought of it being more of something to scare people into behaving well. As many a myth is, in my opinion. Many stories, I think, are just lessons, really. Lessons, warnings, things to get people to behave a certain way. And that is my theory on La Llorona, personally. But La Llorona is said to be a woman. She was christened Maria, and that is if you believe that she was a real woman in life, then her name was Maria, IRL. That sounds like something to blame drunkards falling and drowning. I would agree. I would agree, Sammy. That is also part of my theory. Jean, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on into the coven we do buy. Welcome, welcome. Lovely to have you. We are just getting into La Llorona. Maria, like Sonic Adventure 2. Not that Maria, to be sure, but Maria nonetheless. And Maria, or La Llorona, is typically spoken of as a tall, thin spirit with a bit of a creepy, natural beauty to her and long black hair. She wears a white gown that seems always flowy and ghostly, and sometimes you can tell it's a white gown. Sometimes the white gown just makes her look more ghostly. Spaghetti-o in my tummy. Did you have spaghetti, Floco? Hi, Floco. How you doing? I do love me some pasta. And she roams rivers and creeks. La Llorona roams rivers and creeks. However, she is associated with any body of water. There's even been parts of her legend that you even have to be careful around puddles. I know. And she, of course, is called La Llorona because she is said to always be wailing and sobbing and crying, wandering the night in search for her children. Specifically, she's looking for her children. However, the story goes that she will find any unfortunate children wandering at night and drown them in water, as the story says in some cases she did to her own children. Spaghetti. It's been a couple of days since I had spaghetti. Oh, I already missed pasta. Sounds like my ex-girlfriend. And you escaped La Llorona, sus. Definitely my ex. Oh dear. Hey there, Lucky Roller. Indeed. Now, technically, no one knows when the legend of La Llorona began or where exactly it originated. As we know, many of these tales are passed on from mouth to mouth. They're oral traditions. Also, Kitty, thank you for the hydrate and the posture jack. Everyone on shrimp, drink some water, take care of yourself. Also, get your naughty minds out of the gutter. Not that kind of oral. What the flip? Do love me some oral traditions. See, I knew it. I knew it. Also, if you are not subscribed, ads are going to be starting very soon. If La Llorona and La Chupacabra were to square up in a fight, who would win? Probably La Llorona. I say La Llorona because she's a spirit, so I'm pretty sure she could take on the Chupacabra easy. Gobble gobble. Damn it. I wasn't saying anything. Ah, but you were thinking it. I know your thoughts. Please don't read my mind. Too late. Well, lucky you, Floco. I typed it before you said not to. It is funny. Uh-oh, thank you. I'm a chupacabra. A legend amongst us. Honestly, not surprised. We welcome everyone in our community. It would not be all that shocking or surprising if chupacabra were among our coven. And since there's not exactly a specific source that we can train La Llorona to, our legend varies depending on who's telling it, depending on specifically the place of origin you're hearing it from, depending on the state in Mexico, you'll hear different stories. I'm actually not. La Llorona definitely exists beyond Mexico, but I'm not sure everywhere how far her reaches. Is there a reason you prefer the anime avatar than recording your face like other streamers? Hello, first time chatter. I previously tried doing that once upon a time, and I just decided it wasn't for me. I simply decided it wasn't for me. Also, it's pretty great to have privacy. Pretty great to have privacy. And I have a new model in the works, actually. So that's exciting. You also get to be more creative as a VTuber when it comes to art and stuff. Don't even get me started on how many people I want to commission for art. I made like 10 PB&J sandwiches. Don't say that. I want peanut butter and jelly now. I did not make this avatar myself, no. This is a customizable model, and I customized it to be my taste. If you guys are ever curious about any of the art that I use, I have credits for everything linked in my about section. That you can, Sammy, that you can. Who's your favorite fictional vampire boss? Mine is the one from Sesame Street. Count Dracula, you mean? I do enjoy Mr. Count. Oh, I switched that one out, Sammy. Moyo, I did give tarot readings before. I had a tarot reading redeem. I did. However, I found that I had to like pause to do them, so I switched it out. But one day I might do a tarot reading stream if you guys would like. Also, sometimes, because I do have a tarot section on my Discord server, in case anyone wants to join that. And I have read a tarot card now and again for people and shown them their tarot cards on there. So yeah, I've done that. And I collect decks too. I collect them. But my favorite fictional vampire is Celine. Celine from the Underworld series. because I love those movies so much. I'm pretty biased on that front. It's one of my favorite film series, even if they are a bit cheesy. Isn't that just cards and meaning? Yeah, yeah. Oh my days. Blade. Blade is a good one. I also really like Blade. I do. Sounds like fun. Isn't that just car? Oh, for me, I use tarot reading, for journaling. Some people do it as predictions, and what's to come. Kind of depends on what you believe on that front. But, I use them in place of journaling because I tried to keep a journal for some time, but I just don't have the patience for it. I just don't have the patience for it. So instead, I pull cards, and it kind of works the same way. How do you know if the predictions will be true? Kind of depends on you, Floko. Up to you if you want to believe or not. Okie dokie then. Thank you for that, Funky. Mwah. I appreciate you, Funky. Back on track. But yeah, it depends on if you want to believe the reading or not, Flocko. You can kind of take it as you wish. It doesn't have. Tarot can be as serious or as light as you prefer. Also, Moyo, I'm spiritual myself personally, yes. I'm not religious though, but I am a spiritual person. Oh no, the Gamba. But you still have 142 though. Indeed they are. Well, that was quite a setup, Moyo. I took a lot of steps to get there. I'm iffy about things. Ache, thank you for the follow. Welcome on into the coven, we do bite. Welcome, welcome. Lovely to have you. That was a multi-step setup. Yeah, I don't, like for example, I don't really take, you know how some people believe in palm readings? I don't really believe in ones like that. Pachi, thank you for the coven offering. I appreciate you. I want to believe, but I got no evidence in anything. I kind of strike a balance, local, like when we talk about tarot, dice, astrology. I kind of take it in two ways at the same time. I'm like, this is really fascinating and really cool if it's true. If it's helpful, then that's great. But at the same time, I don't know the truth of the universe. So also treat it as something light and fun and not something to completely dictate your life around, you know? That's kind of how I take it. Take with anything like that. Take what's useful, take what's helpful, and once it stops being healthy and useful, then you don't need it anymore. Hi, Uwak. How you doing, Uwak? Nice to see you. Marvin Gaye, true. Oh my god, wait. Moyle actually reminded me of something that happened to me one time. Um, I was once at a con, and there were some, I call these people scammers, okay? There was some, woo woo readers who could, read your future at a Comic Con, which was just kind of a funny place. And my friends both decided to do it and pay for it, but I wasn't feeling it. And so, since I wasn't in and I was gonna go off wandering around, um, their last bit to try and get me to pay for their services was one of the ladies. And by this point, I was already into like tarot reading myself. But obviously these ladies don't know that. But one of the ladies was like, I'm sensing a lot of dark energy, a lot of negative energy coming from you. And I was like, right, right. Me and my dark energy are gonna go over there. And then I went and I bought a necklace. So you reminded me of that. That was pretty funny though. Pretty funny. Welcome back, Shadow. The determination to kill God. You know what, Shadow? It's also been one of those weeks for me too. It's also been one of those weeks for me. I feel that in my soul. Keep eating spaghetti. Got it. That's the spirit, precisely. Keep eating spaghetti. I mean, there is a spaghetti monster to pray to. That is an option. Why did my name change to Mr. Bounce? I figured. They didn't do any readings at the fair, but Carney called my roommate Baldylocks. Oh my word. Why Baldylocks? Why Baldy? Because that sounds like an oxymoron. Hades, thank you for the follow. Welcome on into the coven, we do bite. Welcome, welcome. Just want to make sure. Your dark energy was you realizing that they were scammers. Precisely, kiddo. My dark energy was me not giving them my money. I grew up watching Miss Cleo on TV. It's always been entertainment to me. Yeah, exactly. It's like good fun. Good fun is all it really needs to be. But if it helps you like sit with a thought, then that's great. Then that's also great. But with those things, I don't think you should ever be like, my fate is decided. No. I don't believe in that. I grew up checking under my bed every night. Monsters. I had really bad nightmares as a kid, but luckily that passed. Nowadays, you know what a bad dream is for me? A bad dream is when, my dream is me adulting. My dream is me having adult responsibilities. Because he's bald. But if he's bald, sus, why is he baldy locks? Because that implies he also has locks. Bald redeem when? Why do you want to bald me? Why do you want to shave my head? It was a pleasure to say hello. Good night, Jabber. Sweet dreams. Thank you for joining the Discord. I'll see you there. Good night. Well, at least you confirmed, Flocal. He was trying to rage bait him into spending money, and it worked. It worked. Oh, that's unfortunate. Like, it's like asking Ray to remove her mustache. Bae, thank you for the follow, Bae. Welcome on into the coven with you, bye. Welcome, welcome. So sorry, Berserker. I give you head pat. And a besito. You know, if I was the super... Well, technically I am. Good night, Mr. Potassium is quite funny. Mr. Potassium is a new one. Oh, better luck next time, Floko. Good morning to you, Bae. Good morning, good morning. Welcome on in, welcome on in. I am pretty superstitious, and if I was to be superstitious about life right now, I'd be like, damn, is Mercury in retrograde or something? But because it seems like everyone's having a toughie, a bit of a tough time. Such is life sometimes. Life is a little poopy bastard sometimes. I was talking to some friends of mine on why I don't play games that make me rage, and it's because I play games to relax and feel good and chill, you know? Berserker, thank you so much for the hydrate and the posture check. Everyone on shrimp, take care of your spines. And I do have an ASMR regime, actually. It's a bit of guided breathing, so I'll just give you guys one for free. So, we're gonna sit up straight, or make sure you're comfy in your bed. You're gonna breathe in through your nose, and out through your mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Make sure when you do that, relax your shoulders, let them drop, unclench your jaw, tilt your head from side to side. A lot of times you don't realize how tense you are until those things get pointed out to you, so just breathe. Breathe and take care. Gatorade has mercury levels well within acceptable limits, actually. That you do, Berserker. Poopy butt life is. Indeed, Loco. Indeed. I have a suspicion, because you guys know how I've told you that fish doesn't like me. I wonder if it's the mercury content, because fish really does not like me. Let me tell you, it really hates me. The games I play that are rage-inducing are the same games I crush souls and commit various unforgivable war crimes. So it's both cathartic and karmic, eh, Berserker? I play rage games because it's a way for me to relieve stress. I can understand that. It's the opposite for me, though. Hi, Crest. I think good morning to you, I believe. Good morning, good morning. I hate that I just went along with that whole thing. What do you mean? What do you mean? What whole thing? Fish only dislike me because I find them all delicious. I am very lucky that I can still eat crustaceans though, because those are my favorites. If I couldn't eat shrimp or scallops anymore or anything like that, I think I would cry. Also, crab and lobster are yummy. Congratulations, Flocko. It quickly turns into my mom giving me the death glare. Oh no. I know what you mean, Shadow. Fish is nasty. I hate fish. Really, Flocko? Nothing is as therapeutic as dropping napalm on humans in a video game. Wait, Berserker, I feel like if you haven't played Mass Effect, you can do something called Renegade, which is where you act like a dick the whole game. I feel like you might enjoy that. I feel like that might be kind of therapeutic for you. You also don't like anything from the sea, I'm guessing. Look, it is morning, barely. So maybe instead of morning, it's good dawn. More for me, more fish for you, indeed, Funky. I do wish I could eat fish. I am jealous. I play Minecraft and War Crimes. As many do. I hate the ocean. I can understand that. The deep ocean does scare me. The deep open ocean frightens me. In Call of Duty Warzone, they are down but not out. Oh really? In my napalm era. That's what you made me think of. I'd rather swim in my bathtub, as would I. Good night, sus. Sweet dreams. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. A very, very good night. I'm not overly chatty. No worries, Ninja. You never have to apologize or worry about that. No worries. I love your little wiggly emote though. You also hate fish. Interesting. Astarian sips. I like fishing, but don't like eating fish. Oh yeah, I do think you mentioned that before, Sammy. Gotta love the smell of napalm in the morning. 'Cause good morning. Oh my god. It's so funny reading your guys' dark jokes. Because my dark jokes are always about death. Also, I just realized I was sat in a way where my right foot fell asleep, so I'm like wiggling it now. It's asleep. Oh no, I have made a mistake. Popeye's chicken sandwich. Popeye's is okay. I think I prefer Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's a good movie, Chauncey. Mother Nature just pissed her pants. Unbelievable, really? But KFC is good. Well, I also grew up going to KFC, so that might be it. I like fish, all kinds of fish. I don't even mind if she smells a bit like fish. Bro. Back to back hits there. What was I gonna say though? Oh, I grew up with KFC, so that's why I really like it. I really do enjoy it. Welcome back, Noah. Welcome, welcome. The famous bucket. See, I grew up getting the big bucket of chicken from KFC, so I enjoyed it. Funky always has the one-liners. Can't have the motion of the ocean without getting a little salty. Filet fish is crazy work. Oh, we were talking about fish, Uok, and now it has morphed into innuendos about fish. I got the motion like the ocean, me no salty. I thought you didn't like the ocean, Floco. Speaking of water, La Llorona. La Llorona, Christianed Maria, was born to a peasant family in a humble village. Her startling beauty captured the attention of the area's rich and poor men. She was said to have spent her days in her humble peasant surroundings, but she would don her best white gown in the evenings and thrill the men who admired her in the local fandangos. Ooh la la. She's finger looking good. The fish like the one that Aquaman married. That's also a crazy line. I ordered a chicken sandwich at Burger King, but they gave me a big fish. Apologies, where that sounds tragic. My boo, my wife, my beloved, indeed. Indeed. Also, this one, to give credit where credit is due, we are reading from legendsofamerica.com. Now, La Llorona was very much so popular among the men. However, La Llorona did end up getting married, and it was said that she had two small sons. Now, this is where the legend varies into two main camps. Some legends of La Llorona say that she often left the boys alone because she was out seeking the attention of other men, so the boys were said to drown in the river from neglect. However, other legends say that her husband was unfaithful, and out of anger from her husband's betrayal, she drowned the boys herself as punishment for her husband's infidelity. So, two very different tales. Welcome back, Chara. Chara, there's always time for being sad. I'm just glad you feel better. You gotta feel the feelings. Sage and tahini, 1000%. You know it. Oh, I do love cinnamon. Cinnamon is a must. Cinnamon and cardamom for the pumpkin spice. One time I had a full. Also, if you are not subscribed, ads will be starting soon. I had a full load day last year. I ate half a chicken and passed out. That sounds like a hard day of work, Sammy. Oh, fuck. Been there, done that. Also, Berserker, thank you for the hydrate and the posture check. I appreciate you. I have never done such a thing, Uwak. Never in my life. Normal, truly normal chattel. Average day at the office. Oh, is that why? Is that why you dropped your phone on your face? Because when you're sleepy, Fluckle? My stream went crunchy, what the fuck? I have noticed that, the purple app has been quite unhappy today. Really, really unhappy. They released an update. I updated it. But there was like a bunch of glitches happening with it today. Any more friends? I talk to myself way too much. I honestly yap to myself a lot too, Joe. Oh my word, Ulok, that's actually a crazy story. It's only bad when they talk back. Good night, Floco. Sweet dreams, sweet dreams. What a slanderous story is that, Berserker? And that's also so specific. Golf balls? Through a water hose? I'm so confused. I hiccup. I feel like that sounded like a frog croak. Same? What do you mean, same? What story is this? How big were those hoses? We all know Chante would convince someone to push their golf balls through said water hose. Mayhaps. What am I reading? That is what I'm asking, Chatterall. Ah, talking to yourself. That I relate to. Bye bye, Floco. Sweet dreams, sweet dreams. Oh, I bet that's tempting, Joe. That does sound like temptation right there. Better keep the balls and the hose always near you. Y'all are writing like the craziest fanfic over here. I also stare at invisible cameras. Mayhaps that is something to be concerned about. Only 500, he says. I mean, it is signed. Would you keep it forever, Joe? Far be it from me for me to say no to that. I have definitely made some questionable purchases in the past. Yeah, can't say that I haven't. You're gonna do it, really, Joe? I suppose you have to make yourself happy then, although your wallet may not be so happy. A new mystery unfolds, Sammy. The mystery of the funky balls. As I said, Joe, your wallet may not be so happy with you. I'm glad that you're laughing, Chadro. How did we get to golf balls and hose, though? Out of curiosity, I genuinely don't know how we arrived here. Like, I'm ADHD as hell, and even I cannot deduce how we went there. Well, that was some impressive ADHD, y'all. Incredible tism at work. Self is hard to find. I suppose it is a rare find, Joe. Pros and cons. Pros and cons. Yes, the hell I can't. Where there's a will, there's a way, as they say. I'm glad everyone's so concerned with the state and location of my huevos, and that they are. That they are funky. They are. We have they're ready to go a full-blown Inspector Gadget for the huevos. Speaking of being on the lookout, we return, and speaking of access, the legend of La Llorona that I think is probably the most common is the one of La Llorona being involved with a man who was very wealthy, claimed to love her, and who lavished her with gifts and attention. However, after La Llorona bore him 2 sons, he changed, returning to a life of womanizing and alcohol, often leaving her for months at a time. He seemingly no longer cared for the beautiful Maria, even talking about leaving her to marry a woman of his wealthy class. When he did return home, it was only to visit his children, and the devastated Maria began to feel resentment toward the boys. One evening, as Maria was strolling with her 2 children on a shady pathway near the river, her husband came by in a carriage with an elegant lady beside him. He stopped, spoke to his children, but ignored Maria, and then drove the carriage down the road without looking back. Oof, right to her face. You can have them. I don't need to procreate. Good thing too with the myth we're reading, funky. I would never do that to her, Chadro says. Golden colored. We're selling our huevos now. Oh my god. That almost got me. I feel like our ASMR streams are when is Chanti going to crack and just burst out laughing? I feel like that's the half of it, if not all of it. Dear oh me, oh me, oh my. So, after Maria was scorned to her very face, she of course flew into a terrible rage. Her husband, the unfaithful bastard he was, simply was enjoying his wealthy time with a woman of higher class, according to him, and he was completely ignoring Maria at this point, not even so much as giving her the time of day. Maria was blinded by her wrath and turned against her children. She seized the boys and threw them into the river. As they disappeared downstream, she realized what she had done. But even as she ran down the bank to save them, it was already too late. Maria broke down into inconsolable grief, running down the streets, screaming and wailing. The beautiful, tragic La Llorona mourned them day and night. During this time, she would not eat and walked along the river in her white gown, searching for her boys, hoping they would return to her. She cried endlessly as she roamed the river banks, and her gown became soiled and torn. When she refused to eat, the river banks, and her gown became soiled and I reread that. When she refused to eat, she grew thinner and appeared taller until she looked like a walking skeleton. Still a young woman, she finally died on the river bank in search for her sons. Hello, AJ, first time chatter. Welcome on in. Welcome, welcome. I can't breathe. I was having a tough time there too, chatter. Welcome on in. My brain needs to slow down really bad. Well, I hope that you can find some relaxation here. So basically, Charo plans to woo La Llorona by trauma dumping that he also got ghosted. Not a bad plan, actually. He less trauma dumping, more trauma bonding, I think is the philosophy here. Trauma bonding like there's no tomorrow. Crust. I love that little emote. We're looking for a pair of werewolves. Have you seen any? We are indeed. Golden, apparently, by the sounds of it. Trauma bonded relationships are fun. Just don't go near the water with her. So true, so very, very true. Shit, that works. It does, unfortunately, Sammy. It's actually also very common. A little bit of a fun, well, is it a fun fact? Side note, fun fact, maybe. Genuinely, it's psychological. When you endure trauma with someone, you two become bonded over your shared experience of that trauma. Because you know that not only did you experience the exact same thing, but there's an immediate understanding that both of you experienced. Both of you understand each other. So yes. Is trauma bonding good? No. Does it happen often? Quite. Can it be turned into something more healthy? Yes. But it's difficult. Most people just get carried away with it, unfortunately. La Llorona. I made it a lifestyle for a few years. Still waiting on that book, Funker. Chadrell's over here like taking notes. Taking notes. I need my brain's energy to crash. Well, hopefully we can help with that, AG. Make sure that you're comfortable, relax, get comfy, have some water, some agüita. Well, I'm out of luck. I don't really have any. Not true. The bats are naturally lucky. And that's how you get Stockholm Syndrome, kids. That it is. I can confirm that all. I'm sorry, AJ. I hope that this is a place where you can chill and relax and unwind. The let's have depression together comment with the little spinning car is quite something. Quite something. So you're telling me, Chanthi, that this works? Shut up. Nope. Down. Sit. Someone do punish chat. Actually, I don't think I've ever tried. Can I redeem that? I actually don't know. That's... I can. I have the power. I have the power. Behave, chat. Behave. Chat truly be taking notes, Crest. I don't know what to do with them. I'm over here reading the tale of La Llorona, and they're like, got it, got that. Can you run that back for me one more time? And she did what now? And like how? Okay, gotcha. Thanks. Thanks for the info, Queen. Just don't ask La Llorona about Queen. My decisions are my own fate, don't worry. Alrighty, AG. I always hope for the best though, for all of my EP bats. I always hope you guys are doing well and taking care of yourselves. We kind of hold each other accountable sometimes. Ink Demon, thank you so much for the biddies. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for supporting me. It really means a lot. Thank you. It'll be on the test. Oh, not you too, Crest. Chat is teaching how to get women. Todo lo malo. Así se dice en español. Todo lo malo. Lo malo. You guys are only learning the bad. Only taking notes on the bad. Exams time. See y'all later. Good luck, Sammy. Good luck. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you later. Bye. I forgot human sympathy is something everyone has. I'm so dumb. I forget that too sometimes, not gonna lie. Hi. Is she now Ink Demon? I'm so happy for you. You already have tickets to go and see Lady Gaga? Yeah, don't hog it all for yourself. Her new tour. Thank you for the alert, Crest. I appreciate you being here. Talk to you later. Have a good day. Take care. Take a nap if you need to. Bye. Also, in regards to the sympathy thing, I think I told chat that one of the things that I realized since I started YouTubing is I'm not very good at taking compliments, so I kind of understand. Sympathy, empathy, what an experience. I hope you're able to get tickets soon. Yeah, before the tickets sell out. Good luck, Ink. I wish you all the luck. my options are I get a woman or I become a wizard. Become a woman, Uak. Pause. Become a wizard. Rewind. Pause. Go back. I'm on one today. Be a wizard. Also, Ink Demon. Ink Demon. Do you have a preference for boy or bat? Do tell, do tell. Ink Demon is a very, very good boy. Good boy, Ink Demon. Ink Demon is a good, good boy. Hope you like that. Also, Joe, thank you for the hydrate. Everyone sip some water. Take care of yourselves. She had a billion plastic surgeries and made herself look 40, and now she exists still somehow. Mayhaps, all of the people who were getting like really bad, plastic surgeries recently got them fixed because they did another plastic surgery by getting a facelift. That's what it's called. But it's kind of funny that they needed to get more plastic surgery to fix the bad plastic surgery. Facelifts are horrifying though. I found out how they do that. It's terrifying. It's like some legit body horror shit. She is 40. She's a grown lady. A grown woman. I'm glad you liked it, Ink Damon. Always be a wizard. Always be a magical witch or wizard if you can be. Yay. What you gonna get, AG? I hope you get some yummy food soon and enjoy it. Can't be a mommy without actually being good with kids. Well, I do suppose that that ship has sailed with La Llorona. Chronically a bad mother. Fallout 4 has me looking for copper like a damn meth head. Is that what you're playing right now? Fallout 4 Berserker? Me? Not me. Certainly not me, Joe. I am childless. I do plan on staying childless. AG, thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Welcome on into the coven, we do bite. Thank you so much. Also, Ty, welcome on in, Raiders. Welcome, welcome. Welcome on in, Raiders. I'm gonna give you a shout out. Hi, Nina Honeybun. Love your username, very cute. Very, very cute. What were you up to? What were you up to? I hope you had a very good stream. I am Chantika, a vampire witch VTuber, and we are doing some ASMR. We are yapping, and we are also reading about La Llorona. I'm getting very distracted. Hi, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on into the coven, we do bite. Welcome, welcome. You are also doing some ASMR, Nina. What kind, what kind? If you need to raid and run, I completely understand. Do make sure that you take care of yourselves first and foremost. I will take very good care of your community. But if you want to hang out and chill and stay, then you are more than welcome to do so. Welcome, welcome. And Ty, thank you for the coven offering. Thank you, I appreciate you. La Llorona is a creepy story. That it is. Although I think you need to remind some in my chat. Some in my chat are trying to riz La Llorona. Oh, welcome, welcome. Lovely to have you. Cookie attack. I've got the milk for all the cookie attacks. Come at me, Oreos. Really? It's your least favorite, Berserker? Not creepy enough. Bonk, Charro. Bonk. What did I do? Oh, yes. Act innocent. Act innocent with the evidence right there. The evidence is literally all over. All over, chat. Since you can't take compliments well, try this. You are like a warm blanket, cool pillow, and long hug all at once. That's very sweet, Funky. I'll take that compliment. I don't know why that's a little bit easier. Nina Honey Bun, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on into the coven. We do bite. Welcome, welcome. Lovely to have you. Your first ASMR stream. Sang some lullabies. That sounds so lovely, Nina. I'm glad. I hope you take care of yourself. I know that streaming can be a little bit straining, and ASMR can be a little bit straining on the voice. So take care of yourself. Thank you so much for bringing your community over. That's like trying to make a succubus your girlfriend. As much as you want it to be a good thing, it won't be. Precisely, Ty. Precisely. Some in chat needed the reminder. Also, a fellow Suika sister. I'll have to pop on over later to check out your channel so I can see how pretty you look, Nina. He's chasing ghosts. He is chasing ghosts. A man can't have a crush. You heard me. $29. Honeybee. Oh my god, that sounds so cute, Nina. That sounds absolutely adorable. I can't wait to go see. I wonder if you have little wings. I tried doing ASMR, but I just sounded not great. It is a little tricky, I will say, to get the audio settings down correctly for doing ASMR, especially for your first time. If you're not used to it, it takes a little bit to like work out the kinks. I remember when I did my first ever ASMR stream, I also hated how I sounded. I really, really hated it. Shut up. No. Nina the Chaos Rabbit. Cute nickname. Welcome back, Ella. I have a deeper voice, and I don't know how to not sound creepy when I do it. Oh. For anyone with a deeper voice, I've noticed that talking a bit more casually really works out well. Since your voice is already low, you don't really need to worry so much on speaking like subtly. So a bit of um, a general soft talking stream would probably work for you. Or video. I'm a rabbit with honey hair, and yes, I do have bee wings. Well, I'm excited to see Nina. I'm very excited to see. You sound absolutely adorable. A rabbit honeybee. That is so cute. What did I do? I didn't even do nothing. You are simping for La Llorona, Chadro. I think that's something. Funky, I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. I think you have a nice voice. I think that if you just talked calmly, it would sound really nice. What is that asterisk, Chadro? I'll see you next time, Ua. Thank you for the good luck. La Llorona. That's an easy, obvious question, Berserker. A very obvious question. All of my wives are worth simping over. What do you mean? Whatever do you mean? Obvious answer to an obvious question. The only thing dangerous about ASMR is when chat really makes you laugh. It's not targeted, Chadro. It's simply facts. Simply actual information. It is not my fault that I have good taste, and my wives are so goddamn gorgeous and adorable. It's not my fault. I can't do anything about that. I cannot do anything about that. Recorded some sound clips just now. I can safely say I should not do ASMR. Testing it out in real time, Ty. Look around. Definitely, look around for people that sound similarly to you, and then kind of see how their setup is. That's kind of what I did to figure out how I wanted to do ASMR streams. Because obviously I have a feminine voice, but my feminine voice is on the lower end of the register. I sue you under false accusations. It's not a false accusation, Chadro. I have all the evidence I need in chat. Everyone, family. It's a very ominous Patrick stare emote. A man can't have a crush no more. I respect the crush, Chadro. I respect the hustle. You are a determined man. If you heard my voice, you'd say it could also be a mic issue, Ty. Ashaku-sama. Is that another legend, Ty? Also, if you are not subscribed, ads are starting soon. Tanta, thank you for the coven offering. I appreciate you. And Ulak, thank you for the coven offering. I appreciate you. Yeah, if you guys have any other legends from other cultures, I think that would be fun to read about those as well. I'll see you next time, Ulak. Have a good one. Bye bye bye. Not long after La Llorona's death, a restless spirit began to appear, walking the banks of Santa Fe River. Well, Santa Fe if you say it the gringo way, Santa Fe if you say it in Spanish. When darkness fell, her weeping and wailing became a curse of the night, and people began to be afraid to go out after dark. She was said to have been seen drifting between the trees along the shoreline, or floating on the current with her long white gown spread out upon the waters. On many dark nights, people saw her walking along the riverbank and crying for her children, and so they no longer spoke of her as Maria, but as La Llorona, the weeping woman. Children are warned not to go out in the dark, or La Llorona might snatch them, throwing them to their deaths in the flowing waters. From fandom, the Hashaku Sama is one of the creatures of the other side. She is a famous internet ghost, just like the Kunes Kun. In the ghost story, she is described as a monster with a height of 8 feet or about 240 centimeters and a female appearance that attacked young men. I have not heard of that one, Ty. I have not. Is that a more recent haunting? Probably, most likely, right? El Silbon is also one of my favorites. I don't think I know that one, Charro. Easy baby mode exam. Welcome back, Sam. I'm glad it went well. Warnings are meant to be broken. Well, you do have the benefit, Charro, of already being undead. Shotakon. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of them. Oh, awesome. For everyone that is not in the Discord, our Discord link just popped up, so feel free to join the Discord, and you can give any recommendations for cool stuff like that you have, and maybe I will read your myth in the future, because that sounds really cool. Also, Berserker, thank you for the hydrate and the posture check. Everyone on Shrimp, take care of your spine and drink some water, some agüita. I can't die twice, and I collect souls. I think I have a chance. Here, let me look her up. Some Summer. She is an urban legend. Ah, I've seen her. I have seen her. I just assumed she was from an anime. That was what I thought. And I do see. She is an internet ghost waifu. I see. I do see. You know what this reminds me of? It's because her art of her varies so much. So it's reminding me of how you guys know right now, obviously, Hornet um, from the Silk Song game. Like, half of the fan art of her, if not 80% of it, is just drawing Hornet as like a curvaceous mommy. Good night, Ty. Sweet dreams, sweet dreams. Thank you, thank you. I hope to see you next time. Thanks for popping on in and hanging out, Ty. See you next time. Internet, I can tell, Sammy. Originated around August of 2008. She's supposed to be stick, but the internet made her thick, indeed. Yeah, get good rest, Ty. You had a long day. So good night, good night. She's literally supposed to be like the equivalent Hornet is. Like the equivalent of a stick bug. Did you look up Hornet, Chatterall, or the other one? I assume you looked up Hornet, right? Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I enjoy some of the art because who doesn't enjoy Curvy Lady? However, I like the ones where like she still looks like Silk Song. Like they still keep her elements, you know? But some of them it doesn't even look like Hornet. It looks like a random anime woman in a suit, which is fine. But it's not Hornet. That is my philosophy. Tis my philosophy. Because some of them, there was my favorite one was where they drew Hornet, where they definitely gave her curves. However, the curves were like still visible from underneath her red cloak, you know? And they just made her like really tall to where like she still looked sexy. She still had curves, but she had the Hornet, you know, head mask and the cool red cloak, and then the Hornet, not Hornet, and then the hero from the first game was like looking up at her, and she looked sexy as fuck, but she still looked like Hornet. That's right, petite can be sexy too. Precisely, Funky. Precisely. Because at the point where you're making like a hot anime woman, it's like, listen, I love a hot anime woman, but don't tell me that she's Hornet, because it's objectively not Hornet. Just putting the Hornet symbol like somewhere off to the side. It's not Hornet. That is an anime woman. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to my face. Rice and beans go together. I will just say that. Right. Right. Fushisake Onna. She is exactly like a ballerina. That's what I was thinking too, Funky. A ballerina is a perfect way to describe her. Kushisake Onna. Kushisake Onna. Oh, really? She just looks like, what is the name I'm blanking on of the Mortal Kombat character? That's all that she reminds me of. That's all I can think of. I can't remember her name off the top of my head right now. But yeah, the Kushisake Onna reminds me of the character from Mortal Kombat that also has like a really, really large Joker-like mouth. That's what it makes me think of. Also, though the legend of La Llorona does vary, the apparition is said to act without hesitation or mercy. The tales of her cruelty depend on the version of the legend you hear. Some say she hurts people indiscriminately, men, women, and children, whoever is foolish enough to get close to her or to any body of water. Oh, I can read her thing. She will ask you if she looks pretty. If you answer yes, she will take off her mask and ask you again. She can detect if you lie, and she will hurt you. A blind man romanced her in a cute comic once. It was the unalive you, Sammy. Unfortunately, we have to be careful. Yeah. I like how you went from detailing a horrifying woman, and then you were like, oh, and she romances a blind man in a comic book. Melina. Thank you, Berserker. Melina, indeed. Melina, precisely. Hi, AJ. I'm glad that you're feeling calmer. Did you get that food that you were hoping for? Other legends of La Llorona say that she only behaves violently when it comes to children because she is still wandering the earth in search of the children who died. And again, depending on the legend, the children died either from neglect or by her own hand. So, depending on your opinion and depending on what you believe, the legend varies greatly. I think the legend that I've heard the most is probably the one where she targets anyone indiscriminately. Most likely. Stressed out over not being able to get a decent price for food. Does happen. I really thought she was beautiful because her voice is as beautiful as. Thank you, Sammy. That's very sweet. Mwah. All the stuff around charges a lot more in the morning, but nothing else is open. Really, AJ? I would have thought it might be cheaper because no one's buying anything at that time. Because if anything, if it's around like when other people have breakfast, it might, prices might get higher for food. Overall, though, ordering food is quite expensive. Sash. I wonder why that's your favorite. It's not a favorite, it's just the one that I've heard the most often. It also, I think, makes the most sense, because if the legend of La Llorona is used to dissuade people from being irresponsible at night, being irresponsible around bodies of water, especially in the dark, then it would make sense that the legend would apply to everyone indiscriminately, because everyone should be cautious when walking at night around water, you know? Also, Berserker, thank you for the posture check and the hydrate. Everyone on shrimp, drink some water, make sure you guys are staying hydrated, take care of your spines. I feel a sneeze in my nose. You guys know when like the wood in my home cracked? What was the sound you just heard? I hope it wasn't too loud. Do you guys know when you have like a sneeze, but it like stays stuck in your nose? That's what I have. It's just lingering there. It's 8:33, 8-ish. All the first stuff opens around here. I kind of hate it because in the north everything opens way earlier. Really? Really, really? Did not know that. Look up, Adelaide. You know what's funny though, Monkey? I don't think that would help because I'm technically looking at a very bright light so that my webcam captures me properly. If anything, perhaps it confused my body because it was like, we have to sneeze. We're staring at a bright light. What do we do? Anyway, I've got Japan's on the side, and I'm gonna go enter super low energy state and recover energy. I hope you recover, AG. Take it easy, take it easy. Be well, be well. Enjoy your Astarian emotes. Enjoy, enjoy. Why do I get water sprayed? What did I do? What did I do? I didn't do anything though. Rude. Rude. This is not even me being freaky this time. Undeserved. Undeserved water spray. Wasted. Because I'm not even being freaky. Sure, Sammy, go ahead. I wonder what it's called though. Like, I wonder if it's called something cheesy like, I fell in love with a smiling woman. Calling me out and targeting. When did I target you? Nani? Moi? My furry husband. Who's my furry husband? Genuinely, who feels like who's my furry husband? Nina, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you have a wonderful wonderful dreams and a wonderful sleep. Make sure you get good rest, Nina. Good night, good night. Rest well. There we go. It's a thread, by the way. Okay, Sammy, thank you. Blythe. Indeed, indeed. I do enjoy Blythe. I will admit. You guys do not understand my grief over the fact that we cannot rescue Blythe. It's quite the tragedy. Fine, I will let you get away with it. However, objectively, Blythe. Wolfman, Loyal Knight, Armor, Greatsword. Loyal to the very end for his lady. I'll take Ronnie too, though. See, now you can say that I'm simping. Now you can say that the goon has begun. I'll never deny when it's real. I'm not ashamed, chat. But dies in heartbreak. I know, Berserker. It's truly so tragic. Like, we can't. The game doesn't give an option to save him, and I just think that's the biggest load of bullshit in the whole game. That is the biggest load of bullshit, I must say. Simp proudly. Listen, if they're a loyal knight and I'm a simp, then doesn't that just mean that we are committed to each other? That is my philosophy, chat. My philosophy. And because of that, their story writing has gone down to 0 out of 10 because we're not able to rescue Blythe Sammy. Honestly, the lore in Elden Ring is single-handedly being carried by Vati Video. Single-handedly. Not even remotely, it just means you're delusional. What? I heard loyalty and commitment mentioned. I've arrived. Funky agrees. Not to Funky. Burger Ham Lincoln, another. Is this the same Burger Ham Lincoln we know? Or someone else called Burger Ham Lincoln? Welcome on into the Coven, Burger Ham Lincoln. We do bite. Welcome, welcome. Well, hello. I have so much commitment, I'll commit to all of you. Smooth. Smooth. What say you, chat? Are you going to break poor Funky's heart like this? Don't be heartless, chat. Can't betray Funky. Kratos, the god of war. The Kratos, the god of war. What an honor. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on into the Coven. We do bite. Welcome, welcome. I need cigarettes and milk. Ah. Don't run away, Berserker. Don't run. I'm good, man. So rude. I'm so loyal to my future spouse. I haven't even... That's too good. I'm so loyal to my future spouse. I haven't even dated anyone once. Goddamn. God tier loyalty right there. Don't break my heart like you all stole my huevos. Tragedy. It's an honor to be in your presence. Welcome on in, Kratos. Lovely to have you. I've never played the game myself, but I've been binge watched when everyone was playing God of War Ragnarok and God of War. Why am I blanking on what the other game was called? I don't know why I always blank on the other one. Buenas de nuevo. Buenas. I just remembered I forgot the orange juice. Well, Chelsea, it looks like you get me to yourself. Seems to me Funky. Everyone else is undeserving. Rude. Rude. See though, Funky, this means though that the bats need to go to therapy. They're running away from commitment. We have ourselves a bit of a problem. They fear commitment. I lie, I cheat, and I steal because none of you can handle mi Latino heat. That was the telenovela line stuff if I ever heard it. I turned my nose up at them. They would rather trauma bond. Shots fired. Does that include me? Sammy, will you accept Funky's loyalty? This could be the start of something beautiful. Truly the start of something beautiful. I'm dying. What if I am in therapy? What does that make me? Absolutely killed me. Absolutely killed me. Oh my god. It makes, Charo, it makes you and I friends. I've been there. Been there, done that. Congratulations, Sammy. You have accepted Funky's loyalty. Therapy? You mean buying a motorcycle and wrapping its pretty little frame around a telephone pole? Ouch, Berserker. Ouch. I think that that's more of a concussion than therapy, Berserker. Hate to say. But yes. Probably a doctor first, and then therapy. Bro. Actually, funnily enough that you say that, the first time I ever went to therapy, I was indeed a poor university student. That is precisely how that happened for me. A poor university student. I also got very lucky. I had actually, shockingly, for a university therapist, shockingly, I got a good therapist. She was quite the gem, quite the gem. I unironically did take night rides. I full throttle on highways and listen to post-punk music. That sounds lovely, Sammy, though. That sounds like a very cyberpunk vibe, except you have the lovely view of the mountains. My first therapy visit was couples therapy. Oof. She basically said I needed to run. Thank the Lord for your therapist then, Funke. I think that it takes a truly good therapist to tell you, validate your feelings, yes, but then also tell you the reality of the situation. And when you need to let go and leave things alone. It's hard. Hard as all hell, but sometimes. But we do appreciate a therapist who's honest. Nah, I think they're the same thing, therapy and concussion. Well, let me tell you, Shadow, they certainly do feel like the same thing sometimes. A good old whack to the head. For certain. Because that's the only way I know how, Berserker. I am going to say something. And I'm so sorry in advance. All I can think of is in Twilight, when Bella wants to see Edward again, and she realizes that the only way for her to see Cullen is if she's doing something life-threatening, and that's the reason that she learns, or rather fails to learn, to ride a motorcycle, and she rides it like she wants to hurt herself, because that's the only it's the only way that she sees her hallucination of Edward. So that's all I can think of. No mames, I'm afraid I do. Also, ads will be starting soon if you are not subscribed. I can vividly see Edward's ghost in my head from the movie. It's better looking at the sunset and the sunrise. I'm sure it is, Sammy. That sounds awesome. That sounds fantastic. Ever, thank you for the coven offering. I appreciate you. I do, I do. Brothers in two wheels. That was back when I believed a relationship was trying to fix someone. Ah, I do know. I think, Funky, a lot of us grew up with the idea of compromise, but compromise was kind of taught as fixing. Like you're always fixing. You're always fixing the other person. You're always fixing yourself. You're always fixing the relationship. And I just don't believe in that. No mames, not Twilight again. I just ride and drive. Everything absolutely wide open. I'm not trying to see a vampire boy band reject that sparkles more than a single mom in college after work. I would be very concerned if you were also trying to see Edward Berserker. I'd be very concerned. Although, from what I saw from the pic that you shared of your truck, it looks like you live somewhere very pretty though, in its own right. Or at least somewhere with a lot of open land. That looks very nice. That sparkly vision she wanted so desperately, indeed. I mean, it's therapeutic. I'm glad that it's therapeutic for you, Sammy. Yeah, Charo, it takes time. It takes time to get there. It takes time. Like I said, a lot of us were taught about compromise, but compromise kind of in the way of fixing, always fixing other people, always fixing ourselves for someone, always fixing a situation or relationship, instead of just realizing that something was either broken or not right, or not compatible. I drive like something is chasing me. I drive like I am in GTA. Oh dear God. Prayers. Prayers for you, Charo. No wonder your mother is always taking you to La Iglesia. Pretty sure it pissed off a lot of people. Probably, Sammy, if you'd be driving like you're in GTA. Probably. I think that I mostly went over the main story of La Llorona. The rest of this is a lot of people's personal accounts of La Llorona. So we'll just be yapping, and I'll just take out the myths part. Soft spoken, yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Da da da. There we go. Sweet dreams, AJ. Good night, good night. I hope you get good rest. You're not wrong. I saw a glitch on my screen. Let me know if the glitch shows up for you guys. That was odd. That was odd. At least it went away. Oh yeah, but what I was gonna say on the topic of relationships, though, probably many people can relate. However, my family, and including extended family, like my family tree is like a massive tree of a bunch of couples that never should have been together. I think I can count on one hand the couples in my family tree that I'm like, yeah, you work out. I see that happening for you guys. You genuinely seem like a lovely couple and like you care about each other and a good match. And lovely together. Wow. However, those couples are in the minority. But yes, most of the couples in my family are couples that never should have been. It's kind of crazy. No glitch. Thank you, Charo. Thank you, thank you. I have more so than good examples of relationships. I have a bunch of examples of just misery. Or honestly, that's the best word I can use to describe it. And it's definitely, it's done two things. It's given me some wild stories. The things I have seen, chat, the things I know. The cheesemith. You would not believe the cheesemith in my family. Maybe I'll write a book one day. You know what I might do? Maybe I'll write a book one day, and I either publish it anonymously, with all the names changed, just airing out everyone's dirty laundry, or I hold on to it, and then, after I pass, part of my will and testament will be for the book to be published on my behalf. Both evil genius options, I think. Both possibilities, depending on how sassy I'm feeling. I turned 2-hour drives into 1:30. That's a bit terrifying, Sammy. Same with you, Chadra, you understand. The only reason I haven't blown my engine is because the wind is cold enough to keep it from melting. Sammy, drive safe. Do be safe out on the road. The bats must be safe. I do hear a blown cylinder. My word, the most successful relationship outside of my grandparents is my Theo. This old lady. That turned for the worse. Apologies to your Theo. I hope one day he can escape, however. We all know those people that just stay. It's a bit of a culture thing sometimes, too. I know. Oh, right. My Theo cheated. My Theo cheated on my Thea with her sister, and cheated on them both with their cousin. Now that's some incestuous shit right there, if I ever did hear it. That's truly some incestuous stuff. Absolutely. Absolutely. What the fuck is correct? An idea for a present for Mother's Day. Or maybe for your mom's birthday. A shirt that says MILF. I cannot imagine giving that to my own mother, though. Speaking of incestuous, he loves it there. Oh, good grief, Berserker. Say that was gonna be my guess. That was gonna be my guess. How come our people cheat a lot? Cheating does unfortunately run in a lot of families. Also, the big thing with Latinos is that it does vary by, like, there are a lot of different Latinos within Latino, you know? So it varies. It varies depending on the Latino that you're talking about. My hypothesis, because, oh yes, I have a theory for everything. My hypothesis is, since Latino cultures tend to be so conservative a lot of the time. A game theory. A game theory indeed. since Latino cultures then tend to be really awfully conservative a lot of the time. So conservative that, like, you're not even talking about the birds and the bees. You're not even having that conversation. That conversation don't exist. How do babies come to be? Well, you find out when you're married. But because a lot of our cultures tend to be very conservative, you never talk about it. And they also tend to be pretty machista a lot of the time. So you put those two things together, and it creates people, one, that get married out of obligation. They don't even like each other. And in often cases, they actively hate each other. They have children for the sake of conservative traditional beliefs, never asking if they wanted to have those kids, much less if they wanted to have those kids with each other. You know, never asking the question, do I want to have children with this man or woman? And then, in that situation, you can imagine, since no one was ever asking these very important questions, you wake up one day and you realize that you do not even like each other. So what do? You cheat. You cheat. Because the whole quote-unquote tradition that for me, I can only speak for myself. But for me, since I grew up in it, around it, it's bullshit. Like I said, most of my family tree is just a bunch of people that should have never ended up together. So it's just a bunch of BS in my book. And it just creates misery, terrible lives, and horrible consequences for everyone involved. And cheating is honestly not the worst that could happen. Let me tell you. Cheating is not the worst, merely the most expected, maybe. Because, like I said, you essentially just follow tradition, and then you're just gonna wake up one day and be like, yeah, I don't even like you. I don't even like you. And there we go. The cheating ensues. Truly, Sammy, you do gotta take away the PP privilege. Y'all remember the song Macarena? Of course. The tradition, Sammy, is Theo is fine with his relationship. Wondering if kinks are genetic. Maybe, for all you know. Maybe. May I recommend the British? In what context, Sammy? In what context? No. But knives. So, y'all understand? Oh, absolutely not. I'm sure that Macarena probably has some fucked up ulterior meaning, but for me it's just, hey, Macarena. That's it. I never bothered to learn the lyrics. The Macarena is about cheating. Legas. Legas. Am I really that shocked? No. No. Look at how shocked I am, chat. I'm so shocked. Oh, yes. Not shocked at all, though. Let's read the song. Now, you know what else? It's not cheating, but it reminded me of how a lot of things that are innocent are kind of terrible. Why else does he say all those women's names? Let's be real. Honestly, so true. Oh boy, Jean. I like your username. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on into the coven. We too bye. Welcome, welcome. Lovely to have you. Hi, hi. We are talking about infidelity. And that Latino life. The girl in the song is cheating on her boyfriend. Wait, what? Okay, now I'm lost. You lost me. You lost me with that one. Now come on, what was I supposed to do? He was out of town, and his two friends were so fine. I don't want him, couldn't stand him. He was no good, so I left him. Savage. Not this turning into a Reddit story. The drama chat. The drama. Also, what you reminded me of was, do you guys know the lullaby? Rockabye Baby? That lullaby is about dropping a baby. I remember being older and learning what Rockabye Baby was about and just being like, Nani? And you sing that to children. And you had me singing that. Right. Wonderful. Oh, to be a child. She got Eiffel Towered. He even caught them. Really? Dale a tu cuerpo alegría. Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para darle alegría. Y cosa buena dale a tu cuerpo alegría. Macarena, Macarena. Yeah, I do see. It's a conspiracy, chat. It's a conspiracy. The great Latino conspiracy for making cheaters. That song is about. Oh, dear God. Ring Around the Rosie. Yeah. Ring Around the Rosie is another one. I remember, when I was in school, we did Ring Around the Rosie with the big, like, rainbow round cloth. And then you would hold it and you would run around in a circle and ring, and we all fall down. And then you pull it down and you go underneath of it or something. I forget all the rules of it, but I remember that. I'm never cheating. I rather drink acid. Good on you, Chadro. Good on you. Yeah. Everyone's different, but for me, cheating is a deal breaker. I'm not one to listen. I love some Cheeseman. I do. So I will read every Reddit story about it. However, for me personally, once I don't trust you, I'm never going to be able to trust you again. So cheating, nah, we can't come back from that. Nay, nay. The slowed down version of Macarena has unironically become the theme song of the Gulf War. I did not know that, Sammy. Specifically Desert Storm. Interesting. I put flowers called posies in corpses to mask the smell. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down is a reference to the ashes from the Yeah. And I was so shocked when I learned that, Berserker. I could not believe that we were singing that. That and another one. But the other one is so bad that I, like, blocked it from my memory. Because I don't want to remember it. Mostly because I know how it feels. Yeah, I do not know how it feels personally. I just got trust issues. I just got trust issues. So, in general, we would not be able to move past it. But yeah, if you've been cheated on, it's definitely something that, that would make you, go absolutely not. Not for me. Not at all. What else? No, not that one, Sammy. All I think of is, the song that what was it, the Jonas Brothers released? That was like called the same thing, Sammy. I remember one, but I forgot. Yeah, there's one that I genuinely, when I found out what it was, I yeeted it from my memory. I was like, absolutely not. No. No. We are not doing that. Not today, not any day. Humma. My other theory, though, I guess with cheating, I guess I don't understand it. Like, psychologically, I can understand why people do it, but I don't understand how people move on from it. It always makes my brain go, what? Especially because, I don't know, I guess, like I said, I have trust issues, but I also always think life is so fleeting. Life is so short. Be with someone you really want to be with. If you don't want to be with someone, that's totally fine. Again, life is short. Dump them. Break up with them. Heartache is a part of life, absolutely. But dump them and move on. Break up. Amicably if you can. And if you can't, then do your best to move on. And go find the person that you really want to be with in life. If such a person exists like that for you, then go do that. Life is way too short and chaotic to be spending it sneaking around cheating. I just don't see the point. I just don't see the point. My two favorite romantic songs are Saturday Night by Misfits and A Little Piece of Heaven by Avenged Sevenfold. Both are hella dark. I also like some of my favorite songs are really dark. Numb by Linkin Park. What's another one? There was one I listened to on repeat, but it's like a song I listened to when I was really down. So I haven't been listening to it as of late. It's by Bring Me the Horizon. Yeah, it's a very sad song too. It's a really good song, but it's a sad one. But yeah, I haven't listened to it in a while. Because I also, although, some of you guys have been having a hard time, a song that I listen to when I'm having a really hard time and that I actually use to get out of just to get myself like moving a little bit when I was having a really bad day. This happened back when I was in university, and it still holds a very, very special place in my heart. Break Free by Queen. I Want to Break Free by Queen. Oh my god, that song. It's always gonna be special to me now because of that. It holds a very, very special place in my heart. Like, I want to break free from your lies, your self-satisfied. I don't need you. I love that song so much. It makes me smile now that I associate it with that. Help me out on a really bad day. Maybe it can help you guys out. I don't know. Always worth a shot. Always worth a shot. Then getting married. I like how it ends with, and then he got married. In holy matrimony. Although probably not that holy anymore, Berserker, huh? You know what I realized? A lot of tragic love songs are either explicitly about or the music is about a car crash. Noticed this pattern. It's a little bit funny. Holy, not holy. I like Karma by Scudically. Vengeance. It's unfortunately rap, so y'all wouldn't like it. I might. I like the occasional rap song. I used to listen to... Why am I blanking on his name? Hmm. Oh, well, first of all, some of you might not consider her, but I do love Cardi. No, Doja Cat's rapping. I do really like Cardi B's rapping. Not Cardi B, Doja Cat. Why am I saying Cardi B? Doja Cat. I like Doja Cat's rapping. Oh, obviously Logic. Logic is really good. I really like Logic's rapping. I also like I always forget the name of the rapper, but the rapper who's part of Linkin Park. I always forget his name. Always forget his name. Good rap that is. One song that fucking creeps me out was I have a vague recollection of that chatter. I don't remember it off the top of my head though. It sounds familiar. Oh, wait. Based off the title, I have a feeling. Never mind. I have a feeling. No questions. No questions. It has subtitles on YouTube. It's kind of like that. Ah, I do not listen to that man. No. Not I. Not I. But I mostly really enjoy rappers who, especially if they're adjacent or in the like punk rock genre, and I really like when those two genres blend. I don't know, there's something about it that makes me very happy. Oh, like there's also the iconic rap in did any of you guys ever listen to Evanescence? Evanescence, her Bring Me to Life. That as well. That's like an example of good rap to me too. I have very particular taste. Yeah, the iconic line. The iconic line. Oh, on slightly on the subject, but a little bit different. Do you guys believe in mediums? You guys believe in people who can actually see ghosts? Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. I ask because that reminded me. I grew up with I think it was on TLC, the Long Island Medium. I grew up with that show. It was entertaining as all hell. Made me laugh though. Shush. Shush in all caps. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on into the coven. We do bye. Welcome, welcome. Come on in, come on in. Shush. I like your username. Not mediums, but I believe people can have the sight. Ah. I think that's a little bit accurate to what I believe too, Berserker. I can see that. A little bit. Not much. Yeah. You guys overall strike me as the kind of bats that enjoy your proof. You like to believe in things if you can know that they're true. Which honestly, fair. Very, very fair. Very fair. I think I told you guys I'm very comfy being in the middle. I'm very comfy being like, maybe it's all real. Maybe it's true. Maybe we're wrong. Or maybe it's all a load of baloney. And there's no way for us to really know. I'm very comfortable in the unknown. I'm very comfy in that both could be true. Either could be true. Also, if you are not subscribed, ads are starting soon. So beware, beware. I believe in mediums as much as a chiropractor is a real doctor. So not at all. Because I've never trusted a chiropractor, let me tell you. They scare me. They scare me. You're not wrong, but you're not right also. Precisely. Precisely. I think that that's called something. I can't remember if it's called being agnostic, but there is a word for it. I just can't remember it off the top of my head. But there is a word for it. Oh, I adjusted a little bit. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. The one in the malls. I mean reading. Tarot, but there's also something else. Oh. Fortune teller. Fortune teller. That's what I was thinking of. You'll see those signs that say fortune telling. Fortune tellers. Those I do not trust. Those I don't trust at all. Especially with how big of a business that they are nowadays. I don't trust it with a 12-foot pole. Not at all, chat. Not at all. I don't play with that shit. Neither do I, Berserker. Last thing I need is someone mucking about with that shit just so that they can scam me, and then lo and behold, I actually end up getting haunted. Get your fortune told for the low price of $5.99. Exactly. We'll tell you when you'll find love. We'll tell you, or worse yet, we'll tell you who your twin flame is. Ugh. That bullshit was real big for a while. I know that there's actually a cult that formed out of the twin flame thing. Funnily enough. I think that they got in trouble with the law as well, if I remember it correctly. I don't remember what the cult was. Actually, I think that the cult was literally called Twin Flames. IDK, I might just start acting like I can see ghosts, but not too overly dramatic about it. Talk to the ghost in a casual voice so that it's more believable. Ghost stalker. I've been joking about me dating witches, cause Tumblr witch ain't nothing to Saint Michael. True, very true. You know what's extra fascinating to me though, Berserker, now that you mention it though, is, especially these days, there are a lot of people who meld their witchcraft, like people who genuinely practice it, and the brujeria with Catholicism. So they also have like La Virgen, Los Santos, and some also work with Jesus, some also con La Santa Muerte. So some people do, some people do. It's pretty fascinating, pretty fascinating. The one thing that I don't play and that shit is I am stupid, but not that stupid. Honestly, same genre. Truly the same. Oh my god, I remember a couple years ago when Wicca was really big. For those of you that don't know what Wicca was, or it kind of is, for a time, I'm not sure if it still is, it was one of the fastest growing religions in the world. Faster than Christianity, I want to say. What was it? Oh, yeah, Wicca is like the new age thing. I don't have very good opinions of it personally. It's mostly a crazy Englishman who stole from a bunch of already existing practices that weren't his, and then called it Wicca and started writing a bunch of books about it. But there are a lot of people who practice it, and you reminded me that I saw like people being like, oh my god, I'm in Wicca, and they do all this stuff, and some of them were like doing exactly what you were talking about, Chadra, and I just, the eye roll that I did. And they were also all turning it into businesses too. So it was just like, ma'am, come on. What are we doing? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Oh, the ones where it's really funny. I think that on Etsy, I'm not sure if they're still popular, but on Etsy, yes, Etsy, the arts and crafts website, it was really popular for people to pay witches to either put love spells on their exes or to hex or something their exes. And I was just like, this is crazy. It's quite fascinating though, and crazy time on the internet. I hope that it's all been preserved because that would be such a fun, like, lesson to teach on the happenings of the internet. I have been joking. Oh, I read that. While in the middle of the conversation, I just randomly cut my words and say, "Bro, can you be quiet?" While there's nobody where I'm staring at. It's honestly such a savage joke, Sammy. I wonder if you're gonna do it for your Halloween time. Scare the shit out of someone. I have the power of God and anime. I ain't afraid of TikTok witches. Oh my god. TikTok witches were the worst of it. The absolute worst of it. Wicca grew fast when people realized it was BS. Some people, not everyone, unfortunately. Like I said, I'd be really curious to know the numbers. I wonder if it's still a fast growing thing. Shut up. Where can I find one? Asking for a friend, he says. Right. Right. I know an Etsy witch. She makes so much money from so many white women. Oh yeah, Berserker. Oh yeah, you know how it be. You do know how it be. They have whole ass businesses on there. It's a fucking it's an industry, baby. It's an industry. I would purposefully scare a fake witch by saying, "Hey, hey, no, do not steal her soul. I don't care if she's a fraud, but doesn't warrant a murder." Honestly, warranted, Sammy, because most of them are scammers, especially at the rates that some of these people charge that I've seen online. Craziness, chat. Crazy. Some people are making crazy money. Let me tell you. Crazy money. I saw one video where a witch was cursing people who left hate comments on their video. Why does that sound like something I'd expect from oh, what is the name of that one lol cow on TikTok? I fully expect Trevino, that Trevino lady, to do that. I can wait, not by much though. Here's how you counter witches. Dun dun dun. Just say, burn the heretic, kill the demon, purge the unclean, pour the emperor. Honestly, truly, fail safe. Fail safe. Even better if you have like a flag or something to wave. It doesn't even matter what kind. It could be American flag, Mexican flag, pride flag. Even better if you have a flag to wave while you say that. Fail proof. Oh yes. Excellent plan. Excellent plan. Get the flamer. The heavy flamer. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Also, I don't think I did your earlier hydrate and posture check. Berserker, everyone unshrimp. Make sure you're comfy. Take care of your spines. Drink some agüita. Make sure you guys are taking care of yourselves. For the Emperor. Warhammer 40k Black Templars. That's where the quote is from. Oh, I know where the quote is from. I don't know a lot of 40k lore, but when the new game came out, I watched quite a bit of people playing it, so I learned some of the some of the sayings and the quotes. Brother, or the Brotherhood, or the Emperor. I learned a little bit about it from watching people play. It looked cool. It looked fun. It looked crazy as all hell, but it looked fun. It looked very, very fun. I think the Vanguard class was my favorite. I think that was the one. I didn't get to play it myself. I think that the Vanguard class was the one where you could put down a flag and it would heal your teammates. I thought that was pretty cool. And who did I watch play that game? Mousy. Iron Mouse. Naturally. I feel like she plays games the way that I play games. But yeah, I learned a little bit about the 40k, the Warhammer universe. I really like it. The little bit that I learned about it, I kind of hope that Henry Cavill gets to make something really cool out of it. But I don't know. Hollywood is a fickle beast. A fickle, cruel beast. As we saw with what they did with our poor Witcher show. I'm still mad about that. 40k is one of those games where the fandoms don't want to be sent into. Actually, didn't it happen in chat one time? Or was it in the Discord? Where someone was like, if you could be in any fandom, what would you want to be? And someone deadass said Warhammer. And I was like, okay, let's not lie. Apparently the key to humanity's issue is space racism. Warhammer 40k, Helldivers, Halo, Mass Effect, they all have humans getting along via space racism, yes. More specifically, a common enemy. Which I think says a lot about humans. The only means of getting us to come together and agree is a shared enemy. Otherwise, we are doomed. My throat is making weird noises again. I'm not sure if you heard that. That was my throat. I don't know if you heard it. It's being a weirdo. It's cool as hell, but not livable. Speak for yourself, really, berserker. I said cyberpunk and y'all called me a liar. Cyberpunk's a little bit more believable. I said Tarkov and caught Ken by surprise. That you did. That you did. Divided by racism, united by more racism. Precisely. Precisely. Actually, that's exactly how Mass Effect goes. Mass Effect, you pretty much straight off learn that everyone hates everyone between the organics. Like, all humans are racist against all the aliens are racist against each other and humans who are also alien to them. It's a whole thing. It's a whole damn thing. Wouldn't that remedy exacerbate the problem, Berserker? Wouldn't that? Also, I do not suggest doing that remedy before you go to the dentist. That's all I'll say. You have been warned. I miss Mass Effect. We really gotta play that sometime. They can tell. They do. They can tell, indeed. Absolutely. And that is it feels like it should be illegal. Like you should have full rights to yeet their memory, a la Men in Black style. Ooh, Men in Black is another good movie to watch. In Warhammer 40k, each chapter of Space Marines is an entire subgroup of humans. For example, salamanders are oh wait. So Warhammer 40k lore is segregation. I'm just gonna say, I needed this laugh too today, guys. I also needed to laugh. Yesterday was quite the day for me, and I was still feeling like bleh. So I needed the laugh. I needed the laugh. Good point. Not really, but yes. Um, you guys remind me of something else too. I do love a vampire Catholic pretty boy. I hope you feel better, Greston. I do love a vampire Catholic pretty boy. It's kind of part of the aesthetic. Also wore because of religious beliefs. You know, the only thing that I am curious of, though, is, the Emperor. Do you like him? Like, for those of you that actually know stuff about Warhammer 40k, is the Emperor a good guy? Or is the Empire really the big bad? Or is he doing bad for the sake of greater good? You know? You know? Because I don't know enough about the 40k universe to be able to tell for myself. All I know is that, I mean, Peep IRL for Sanguinus, the premier vampire Catholic pretty boy. He's the one with the blonde hair, right? Boop-a-doo. Ah, boop. I'm scrolling and seeing the thirsting for the sexy WWE ladies. So funny. Cuties. Yeah, it is the blonde guy. He is very handsome. It's so sad that he died. He's the one that died, right, Berserker? Weren't you telling me that he died? Without us? Hey, you too can beep the beautiful WWE ladies in the IRL offerings chat room. The Emperor is doing what he can in a world where everything wants to kill everything else. 10 foot tall and jacked. Say less. Say less. And what does Dante look like? I will be back, he says. I will be back. A la Terminator. I think that I would absolutely hate to live. Well, you know what? I was about to say that I would hate to live in the Warhammer universe. But upon further reflection, let's just go full alien invasion. Upon further reflection of humanity. Right. Only to La Llorona, right, Shadow? As if I believe that. As if I believe that for a second. So Dante's mask. So do you never actually see his face? I hate to say it, folks, but I think that we downgraded with Dante. I think Dante's a downgrade. That's kind of depressing. I miss his father. And I only just met his father. But I miss his father. Sash. Unless I'm Space Marine, hell no, I would not want to live as a commander. It's also, yeah, thank you. Death Corps exists. Death Corps do sound cool. Or the vampires. About 1,000 years old. Still, if he's immortal, he should look immortal. I prefer the pretty one. I prefer the pretty place. Maybe this too. But also, on that note, I'm gonna call it here. And we're gonna end for the night today. No. I want his father, Shadow, who does not look like Grandpa. Sweet dreams. Thank you for keeping me company. Thank you for chatting with me. And I'll be completely honest with you guys. You cheered me up today, which I really did need. So, I hope that I did a little bit of the same for you. And at least entertained, distracted, helped you relax, breathe a little easier, and maybe helped you laugh. Sweet dreams. Have a good day. And I will see you all tomorrow for Cyberpunk. Mwah. Besitos.